Hey, what's guys, TheCampingRusher here. We got a big video today. We've got an official teaser trailer released by Epic. We've got video trailer that's not released by Epic, but is official for Chapter 5, the live event. And then some Battle Pass stuff, some Lego stuff. Let's start with this. I don't know if this is kind of bad news. It's exciting because it's 1 week away till Chapter 5, but Fortnite OG is gone in 1 week. So this is a double-edged coin, double-edged sword, whatever it is. There's some good, there's some bad there. Keep getting your games in. I had a fun session yesterday. I'm going to miss it. I really am. I'm looking forward to what's coming, but I'm going to miss it. Here is Fortnite's tweet. It's who's ready for round 2. I played it a couple times there with audio so you can hear the time machine effect. You can see the rocket lighting up a little bit there. The time machine is, I guess, taking over a little bit. And obviously we have seen this before, the rocket event. This is just a different version of it. And now with, again, the time machine attached. Other thing that was noticed from this is there is no cube island in the background. This is either by accident or on purpose just for cinematic effect. I don't think it means anything. Like at this point in the event, the cube island will already be gone or something like that. That would be, maybe that's the case. I just feel like it would, I don't know, take away from the actual shot here. The main focus is the rocket, so they removed it just so everyone's eyes are on the rocket. I don't think it's a big deal. It was a bit of a discussion on Twitter, so I thought we would bring it up. Okay, we've got more live event stuff. But I am going to keep it till a little bit later in the video because we do the spoiler warning, and I just want to make sure you're not surprised with a big leak if you don't want to be. So you can stick around safely for a little bit if you are trying to stay spoiler free. But another big piece here, this is some good news. Apparently the Juno/Lego Adventure Lego open world mode is not the upcoming, I guess we should say, non-Lego open world mode that we know about. That should also release during Chapter 5, apparently. And this is kind of switching it up on me. I thought with everything going on, how big we now know the Lego mode is, and it is open world. It seems to be that's kind of the main genre this Lego mode would fit in. I was starting to think, okay, well, this open world mode we've heard about, that's going to just tie in with Lego. It's the exact same thing. Apparently it's not. And just a reminder, there are some differences. I should point out, this is what we know about open world. It's not a ton. Peku says it's supposed to release still in Chapter 5, Season 1. We haven't heard anything else about it, though, so I'm a little skeptical on the release date. It has 3 acts. The map is divided into a few regions: forest, plain, bamboo, farm, desert, rivers, jungles. It's got wildlife: Sky Jelly, Smacky, Jellyfish, Nug, Bert, Crow, Robert, Grandma. It's got its own lobby. It's got a game phase where the battle bus is locked. It's got a dynamic POI feature, which has 3 tiers. The code name is Arnold, so there's another thing pointing. Lego mode is Juno. This is Arnold. That's 2 different code names. So yeah, and all those things we just talked about, that is nothing. We know a lot about the Lego mode, and none of that stuff is mentioned. I wasn't really putting 2 and 2 together. I was just kind of thinking, Lego, it's so big. Open world we've heard about, but not much. They must be the same thing. But yeah, when you really dive into what we know about open world and how none of it really crosses over with the Lego mode, which we know a lot about, yeah, I'm on board. I'm changing my mind, and I'm excited. Another thing to look forward to. Because of the lack of open world mode, though, being placed in the live event, we have nothing about that. We know the live event's going to have Lego stuff, Rocket League Racing, music game mode, and more. So, but there are some phases we don't know about, so possibly some open world stuff. I'd be surprised, though. I feel like the open world mode may release a little bit later than the start of Chapter 5. We're just getting so much already. Like, they can spread it out a little bit. That's okay with us, right? At this point, we just have so much. So we'll see. I'll keep you updated. Make sure to subscribe, turn your noties on. This next week and a half, month of Fortnite could possibly be the biggest days we've seen in this game over the 5-6 years it's been around. So I'm your guy. I'll keep you up to date. Now, we've got a couple other things before we go talk about Battle Pass, live event stuff, and that is this new upcoming device for creative conversation device. This will allow players to interact with NPCs in their own islands/maps, similar to the NPC conversations we've seen in Battle Royale. Doesn't seem to be ready yet, so it probably won't be available right at Chapter 5. An update, Save the World, 60,000 players on today. We figured it was going to be broken again with the weekend. Congrats, Save the World, massive numbers, and it's good to see that epic made mode still trucking along after all these years. That was the first version, right? That was before Battle Royale even came out. So it's cool it's still around and still popular. Upcoming locker rework. We haven't talked about this in a while. I just want to remind you something coming with Chapter 5 is a full rebrand of the locker. Most UI changes like this do take a little bit to get used to, so I'm expecting that, but at the same time, it looks clean. Those soft edges, again, that's what apparently all companies are starting to do rather than just squares. You can already see it with Fortnite and Discover. The softer look is rounding out the corners. Live event time. We got Battle Pass stuff at the end, like I said, but this is live event. We're going to start with this. This is kind of everything in one, some new stuff. We're going to talk about this one more time while I show you pictures and videos from the live event. So this is probably as big of spoilers as we're going to see live event wise. I've been giving you pieces here and there. This is everything at once. So I'm going to talk about the leak we talked about yesterday while you're seeing official video and official pictures from the event. Okay, so there's your warning. Here we go. In front of you, you got it going. Let me remind you of what we discussed yesterday because it's just that big of a deal. And here it is. From the recent leaks, it may seem like we're going to explore a big map with different activities, but that is not the case. It looks like we'll be teleported from one section to another, which means that the event will not be about exploring areas like Fracture. We know from PlayStation, from Sony, and we've heard otherwise as well, this event's going to be about 12 to 15 minutes once it begins. And it's supposed to begin phase 1 with a rocket launch. Phase 2, this is the one we don't know about yet. Phase 3, racing game mode. Phase 4, Lego game mode. Phase 5, music game mode. And Phase 6, still up in the air as well. My thought is some type of reveal of the Chapter 5 event. More of a focus on Battle Royale storyline is how they'll end off the live event after promoting and showing off some of the new Chapter 5 game modes. Other info attached to this. This is all from Egyptian Leaker, by the way. The Eminem concert could be a part of the music game mode, right? We're trying to see where Eminem fits in all this. We know he's a big part of it. If it's not that, if he's not a part of the music mode, then the concert is probably for Phase 2 because we just don't know what Phase 2 is anyway. I'm leaning towards it being Phase 2 concert, Eminem's its own thing. And you can see probably some of the photos that I'm showing you. You can see we are going to at some point have a stage, people dancing all around, and it won't actually be real players. We'll have fake players. And so it'll feel like you're around a lot of players, but they'll just be NPCs dancing, enjoying a concert. So unless that's music mode part, to me, that's Phase 2. Eminem will perform at least 2 songs. One is Slim Shady and the other is Marshall Nevermore. There's at least 2 skins coming. It sounds like 3 Eminem skins coming based on some wording of some posts, but at least 2 confirmed. The 29th is when to expect those. Thanks to everyone using code TheCampingRusher, by the way, for the skins. The Battle Pass helps a lot. I appreciate it. Final thing here, according to some strings, we will ride the reality strand seen in the lobby background, and that explains the leak about grind rails being in the event from before. This is, to me, how we're going to change from phase to phase, going through the reality strands into different portals, checking out the different modes, and then eventually going into one of the portals that leads us into Chapter 5. So that's going to be the in-between phase. I think that's my thought. I think we're correct on that, though. So hope you enjoyed all that. Video, photos in the background. Obviously, some of it's tough to decipher because there's still a lot of encrypted assets in those photos and videos, but you do see a lot at the same time. Everything linked down below if you want to dig into it further. Final thing I got for you here. We've talked about next season, the Lego mode has its own item shop. Over 130 shop tabs ready to go. The music mode's got its own item shop. And then, of course, the normal Battle Royale shop. The Lego mode makes the most sense to possibly have its own Battle Pass because you can't use any skins from Battle Royale. You're going to play as a minifigure, so all the cosmetics attached to Lego are going to be separate from Battle Royale. So my thought is we're potentially getting another Battle Pass. With that being said, massive leak today from Peku and Wenzo, and that is there's been a ton of Lego mode skin code names that have leaked. And I'm going to throw them in front of you first. What we learned from this is a lot of these are going to be recreations of popular Fortnite skins, as we could have guessed. I'm sure there'll be some originals as well. I'm actually not going to read all those out because we got Wenzo here who said, if you need help with the code names to decipher, which skin they're going to be based on, here's his guesses. Most will be right. CTL, DJ Yonder, Drift, Peely, Beef Boss, Bash, Tomato Head, Calamity, King Flamingo, Wingman, The Ace, Bullseye, Raptor, Crimson Scout, Aura, Oro, Sky, Maisie, and then new default skins. Will they have edit styles? What'll go along with them? We also talked about hairstyles that have been leaked, like official, this is going to be on some of the skins. So I'm showing you some now. Again, I'll link this down below because there's like 40 of them, so I'm not going to show every single one. But there's some new ones here we didn't show off yesterday, and you can kind of guess which ones are going to be attached to some of the skins we discussed there. Again, to me, if there's a battle pass, and there's a good chance in my mind, it could go either way, but why wouldn't they do it? It would make them a lot of money, and the battle passes, it's a really good feature. Discounted skins, keeps you playing longer, and yeah, getting good skins for cheap. So why not have 2 battle passes if this Lego mode is as big as we think? If it's happening, some of these skins would be involved in that battle pass. Let me know your thoughts on any of this. Thanks for watching. Touch that like button. Take care. Talk soon. Goodbye.